From a young age, we've been taught to become somebody, to become an individual who's responsible for all of our actions in our life. And we are the doers of all of these actions. So we are born this pure being, pure I am. And as we age, sometime between 3 and 5, we hear our parents or our brothers and sisters or our grandparents say, you're a boy or a girl, you're cute, you have dimples, and we start to turn our attention from being on to what we think cute or a boy or a girl is or dimples. And in that movement of attention from our pure being onto what we think we are, that sense, there's a movement, there's a sense within us that starts to solidify. Because in this movement of who we think we are is a solidification of the individual, of the sense of an individual located somewhere in this body that has a mind. And we are taught to become more and more solidified through our sense of individualism, through our belief that we are individuals. And this sense of individualism creates a sense of lack within us because the ego is a fragmentation of the whole of yourself. And the ego gets confused and thinks that because it's an object, it's an individual, then all of the world is individual objects as well, and that it can find wholeness within the objective world. So as we all know, we start running around this world trying to find wholeness and completeness in it, because we are all on the same path to be happy. And so we run around this world and trying to find it in careers, in wealth, in relationships, in substances, in adventures. I mean, the list just goes on and all of these potential ways that we're trying to find completeness and happiness. And yet, what we all discover in this attempt is that yes, there is some satisfaction in that. But that satisfaction dies off over time, and then we're off on the next seeking adventure, seeking wholeness, and again, wealth and relationships and substances and whatever it comes up with next. And so in this seeking in the world is one way to experience a life. Yet, non-duality, or Advaita Vedanta, says there's a more favorable way. Because Advaita does not deny reality, it says a life of an ego is not wrong. Running around this world, trying to find happiness and wholeness in a world of lack and emptiness is one way to experience this life. But it says there's a more favorable way. And what is that favorable way? Turning your attention away from the objective world that's permanently and constantly changing, and therefore no real lasting happiness can be found in it. You're turning your attention away from that onto what is permanent, what is whole, what does completely satisfy permanently, and that is yourself. So this is the only real decision you have in your life. You can stay out in the world of ego, the world of individualism, the world of lack, the sense of lack. You can stay out here trying to find wholeness, in lacklessness, or you can make the one truly impactful decision you'll ever make in your life is to turn your attention back to what you knew prior to when you were 3. The wholeness and completeness of yourself. This is a movement from doing, because the individual, the ego is a doer and it's out in this world doing all these things, looking for happiness, back into a realm of being. It just is. And in that isness, doing happens. But nobody's there to do it. It just happens as it is. And in that, there is the sense of expansion, right? Because if ego is contraction, then self is expansion. And in that that space of expansion, there is this permanent happiness, this peace, this contentment, this satisfaction that we were feverishly searching for out in the world. That is discovered here. And that, of course, is only realized through the practice of self-inquiry. Every single one of my videos, my book, everything is saying, if you truly want to experience a world of satisfaction and peace, you have to turn your attention inward to the place that will deliver it. Think about this. When you do experience happiness, when you do experience satisfaction, where is that experienced? Does the new car experience your happiness for you? Does your new raise experience your happiness for you? Does your new substance, your new relationship, your adventures, do these experience your happiness and your satisfaction for you? No, it's experienced here. These qualities are contained within you, and you have a direct experience of this. So this is the proof that you, yourself, your being is what experiences these beautiful qualities. So just turn your attention onto them. And the more you hold your attention on them, the more and more you experience them in your day-to-day life, and they become a permanent experience of yourself, of being. And in that being, life happens.